Hey, it's BGV and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's 100% The Elder Scrolls for Oblivion. In the last episode, we were looking for 4 components that will combine to create a new Frankenstein's monster. Something that will secure the security of the Fringe. Because obviously we don't want all the riffraff just coming into the Fringe. We don't want that. We want cool adventurers, you know, that can come here and eventually turn the tides for the Shivering Isles against the Grey March. That's what we want, not just the rabble, the ribble-rabble, you know, as I've said before. So, what we've done is we found 3 out of the 4 components so far, and we're looking for one last one, specifically the Blood Liqueur. Now, what I think just occurred right now, what Blood Accord, if you will, is the branch is opened for us in a way that we have yet to be to, we have yet to been to. Man, okay, wow. The branches opened a new path for us back there. I think they were closed off from the way that we came through into to get the breath, if that makes any sense at all. I don't think so. Anyways, we need to go into the root door to Natatorium of Wound Bled Tears. God, they must have just gotten the biggest RPG nerd ever to make all of the names for these locations in the Shivering Isles, I swear. Okay, so we've got a shambles up ahead. Nothing that we can't handle. Nothing that Dar'Vesh can't handle, if you will. Let's take a look at this guy. We can, oh, excuse me. I was going to take a look at you so that we could admire your character design. Now, this is a cool skeleton. You know, the normal base skeleton is not cool whatsoever. And obviously, it's reused from a lot of other RPGs and different things. Excuse me! But I like the design of this shambles. I think that it's pretty cool, and I don't know. I've just always really admired the design of this particular enemy. Now let's kill it. There we go. So close. Why do they explode in a frost spell? You can see there's like little bits of frost emanating from the thing's body when we kill it. It's odd. I mean, thematically, there's nothing else related to it that should give you an indication that it's, you know, involved with frost at all. I don't think, anyways. I could be wrong. Regardless, we're looking for the final component in this area here, which we've yet to be, again, there's that phrasing, we've yet to be to. That doesn't make sense. We've yet been. You guys know what I mean either way. So yeah, the Blood Liqueur lies in here somewhere. Now, I knew I would kill him in one hit because we have been killing the stitched flesh Atrodax with one hit of our sword. And it still remains that that's the case. So, one more component, and then we're good to go. And then the real fun starts. Yes, this is not the real fun, as you guys will see. Now, it's odd that it's changing styles here. Where are we? This might be the exit, which is what I'm worried about. Because this is turning to something entirely different. And we did have a different path back there. So yes, let's break sneak and let's head over this way. So where did we come from? This way, I think. And this is the path that we did not go through just yet. And this has to be what leads us to the Blood Liqueur. Okay, so let's not step on that thing over there. Oh no, but this looks largely the same. Well, this... Okay, I was going to say, it looks like this is going more closely. Oh my god! Oh god, Tongue, we need to have a talk here. What are you doing? Stop. Stop. Like, the thought that comes into my head? Say that thought. Say that thought. Don't get tongue-tied, okay? Okay, Mr. GV, I'll do exactly what I want you to... Exactly what you want me to do. Well, you already just kind of misspoke there for a second, but, you know, I'll let it pass as long as you move forward with the... linguistic acumen of a literary lawyer. Now there we go. Okay, let's kill this skeleton here who's just looking at the wall. He's like, what is it even all about, dude? Like, I'm just a skeleton walking these halls and nothing even matters. Do you think anybody cares about me? No. Do you think anybody knows my name is Femur? No. They don't care. Hey man, I'll put you out of that existential misery. There we go. I love it when they pop up like that. That was a skeleton hero, so he's going to have some cool stuff. Well, not really. Thought maybe something super interesting, but just kind of a dwarven battle axe. Okay, we've got a couple more of these stitched flesh Atrodax down here. And probably the Blood Liqueur is super close. So let's hope that these are in fact stitched. Sewn. but they still die in one hit all the same. There's a Stitch. So again, not sure what the distinction is there. Both die in one hit. What does this do? Why? Why would I even press that then? What about this one? Probably the same thing. Oh, of course! They must have added that with the Shivering Isles, because I don't remember falling rocks being much of a trap in Oblivion. Well, that's not... I don't know. There are the logs, of course. Ooh, an expert retort. A movement master. Wow, when's the last time we've seen a tome? Holy crap. And a grand soul. Wow, okay, now that's a chest. Why are we not finding chests like that all the time? Let's read that tome, shall we? Movement Mastery Tome. Yeah, if you guys remember, I mentioned that tomes were added with the DLC. Back when Oblivion was released on Xbox, it was added with the DLC that you could buy for like 80 Microsoft points, and they would just give you randomly generated spells pretty much. But we have not seen one in a long, long time for some reason. I forgot that they existed. This particular one gives us telekinesis 40 feet for 60 seconds on target. Not sure if that's good or bad. Largely just don't mess with tomes. Or magic for that matter. In Oblivion, because rarely play characters that even can use magic. Oh, I see. Okay, I figured there had to be a point, so we're looking for the right switch. There we go. And that looks like the blood liqueur to me back there, but there's a gross-looking man guarding it. Now, he's probably always going to be looking this way, so we're probably going to have to actually take him down. But if he turns around, we can give yet another sneak attack, and that'd be cool. Oh, he did move. Sir, there's something very interesting behind you. I don't know if you noticed, but you might want to look back there instead of straight forward. And man, this is well lit. Weak potion of sorcery and... Ooh, base ring of retribution. Reflect damage 8% on self. Not bad. And that's a good chest. Oh-ho! So satisfying finally killing enemies in one hit in this Let's Play. Far too long, our sneak has just been inadequate. Okay, and here's the blood liqueur. I now have all of the items required by Romina Vernum. I should return to her. Let's do that. But before we leave, let's just see if there's anything of interest in this particular room. Very bloody. And a blood liqueur just sounds to me like, I don't know, a mixer. Well, okay, so as much as I drink, and as you guys that have watched my channel a lot probably realize at this point in time, it's a lot. Not really, though. To delve, you know, as we're going back, to delve into my drinking habits, it's really not that much. It may sound like a lot. My tolerance is extremely high, and my girlfriend's is as well, for that matter. Now, it wasn't always. I mean, it's always been pretty strong, but most recently, as of note, it's gotten very strong. And we only drink once a week, though. We do drink a lot, though, and it's usually for my drunk stream. And if you guys have never checked out, if you're just like, I don't like streaming, not for me, I don't want it, I guess you're Bill Burr, but it's a good stream. You guys are really missing out. If you failed to make every drunk stream on Fridays, I'm not saying this just to promote my stream, but it's good fun. It's good fun, and I really look forward to it. But anyways, yeah, I drunk stream on Fridays over on Twitch. The link is in the description if you do want to check it out. And we tend to get pretty drunk because we continue to drink after the stream is over. And man, our tolerance is just extended to ridiculous levels. But that's the only day of the week that we drink. But we do drink quite a lot. Anyways, yeah, as extensive as my alcohol knowledge is, especially when it comes to beer, I really don't like liqueur. The thing is, like, when we make mixed drinks, the only reason we do that, we much prefer beer, right? My girlfriend and I much prefer craft beer, but we drink these days like a double shot of vodka, a half shot of cherry tart juice, which is literally just cherry juice, just to give it some flavor and some color. And then a LaCroix. And LaCroix are 0 calories. The tart juice is very low. And then since it's vodka, that's one of the lowest alcohols that you can drink. So the only reason we drink that these days on stream and off stream is because it's very low calorie. And we're both trying to lose weight, as you guys know if you pay attention to the channel. But in days of yonder, we would drink craft beer, and that's why we had to stop, because craft beer is just one of the worst things that you could drink ever. It's so calorie laden, and it's unfortunate because I love craft beer. Like I'm a beer snob, absolutely. I can easily tell the difference between lots of beers, and I won't ever drink Bud Light because it's the worst. It's literally the worst, and that's not me being a beer snob. Man, it just pains me to know that so many people think Bud Light is like the American go-to, and that's what they choose. You guys have so many other options that you could easily choose. It's stuff for the same price, you know, and the same calories and everything. You don't have to drink Bud Light is my point. You don't. That's my point. But anyways, all of that was to say that liqueur I don't really mess around with. And from what I understand, liqueur is any sort of mixer that does have some alcohol in it. For instance, peach schnapps. Although I'm not sure if that's technically considered a liqueur. Maybe more of an actual alcohol. But blue curacao, right? It has alcohol in it, but you use it mainly as a mixer to give some color and some flavor to drinks. It's made with orange, but it's that very vibrant blue drink. So yeah, blood liqueur just to me sounds like a red mixer that you would add to a drink, but it does have alcohol, but it has much less alcohol. For instance, you'd add it to like a vodka drink, and vodka would be... forget how this works. It's like 40 proof, so it would be 80% alcohol. No. 80 proof, so it would be 40. Yes, that's how it works. So if vodka is 80 proof, you cut that in half, so it would be 40% alcohol. So the whole entire bottle of vodka that you'd be drinking out of, by the way, is this the secret entrance? Hopefully. Would be 40% alcohol. And then a liqueur is usually like 15%. So you'd add the liqueur, and it spices up the alcoholic drink a little bit with more alcohol. But it's mainly used as a mixer, at least in my eyes. Yeah. So hopefully some of that makes sense. Oh, no. Uh-oh. She's not here anymore. The lady that betrayed Grohlvana. Is that her over there? It looks like it. What are you doing over here now? Are you okay?
No way.
No, she's saying the same thing. Okay, well, I mean, it seems like you've got the run of the place, so I think it's safe to say that you're okay, Nanette Dawn. Somehow I remembered her name. I pulled it from the vast reaches of my memory. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now begins a really fun part of this quest, and one of my favorite parts of this DLC.
You have returned with all the components? Excellent. All that remains is to choose the body parts.
Now, this is the fun part.
Fearing one day someone might manage to kill my child, I have been preparing a new body. I've created versions of each appendage. With various enhancements, you must choose one of each. I am attached to them all. Artist's prerogative.
Yeah, you're not really an artist, though. You're literally just making body parts, and it's quite disgusting. So don't ever deign to think that you're an artist. No, you're just a macabre woman who's really demented in the head. Really demented. And that's me, GV, talking. Dar'Vesh probably likes your demented side, but it's freaky.
Select one pair of legs, one left arm, right arm, torso, head, and heart. See me when you have finished your selections.
Okay.
Don't take all day making your choices.
I'm not, but you're going to be damn patient because this is cool and interesting, and I want to show people the options. Okay, so we have to choose a new gatekeeper, ladies and gentlemen, or create our own new gatekeeper. Some of the parts are different. Some of them are largely the same. For instance, the torso here, and then the, well, those are the torsos. And then the legs look largely similar. Yeah, man, this DLC gets really dark, you know? Oblivion rarely gets this dark, but, like, look at what we're doing. We're choosing body parts out of people. From what I understand, to make a flesh atronach, which is pretty much what this gatekeeper is, it's people, right? It's skin, so it's macabre. I suppose we'll start from the ground up. Let's do that, right? So let's choose our legs. We've got legs of nimbleness and legs of fortitude. So I think if we choose it, it'll tell us more about it. But I think Dar'Vesh would go with legs of nimbleness, right? Let's make a different type of monster, because the first gatekeeper was a big hulking strength guy, whereas Dar'Vesh probably would pick a gatekeeper after his own. heart. And choose something a little bit more quick. So let's activate this one. Okay, it actually doesn't do anything. So I guess it doesn't show you until the end, but yeah, okay, that's what we'll do for that. Now moving forward, we've got the torso. So we've got the breast of life and the breast of magic. Well, since Dar'Vesh has really no magical aptitude himself, let's go for the breast of life. And then I guess we've got the arms or the heart. Yeah, let's go for the heart. We've got the heart of wound sharing and the heart of spell turning. So if you think about it, probably the heart of spell turning is going to reflect spells, whereas wound sharing probably reflects physical damage. Right, it's just the reflect. Oh, I see. Okay, let's go for the heart of wound sharing. And now let's go for the arms. We've got like the left and the right. A lot of arms to choose from, actually. So let's do the boring ones first. Arm of frost shielding, of shock shielding, and of fire shielding. Frost, shock, fire. What is the most prevalent magic that we see in Oblivion? Let's think about it. Shock, everybody knows it if you played Oblivion. It's those weird-looking Sith lightning bolts that come out and it makes the same noise, which is an awful, awful impression of that noise. Frost, I feel like, is definitely out because Frost, I don't think I see nearly as much as Shock, at least. And then Fire, it's between Frost and Fire. Shock and Fire. Let's go with Fire. Arm of Fire shielding. It's an added bonus that it's, fire, and that's cooler sounding than Shock or Frost to me. And then check this stuff out. We've got the Arm of Bashing, the Arm of Slashing, and the Arm of Chopping. Well, if he's nimble, it doesn't much make sense to use a mace. I mean, really any of these would work, sure. But I think it's got to be the sword. So Arm of Slashing it is. And finally, the head. We've got the Helm of Power and the Angry Mind, which, as you could imagine, Angry Mind would utilize magic. Again, we're going to go with the Strength one, which is the Helm of Power. I have finished selecting the body parts for the Gatekeeper. I should return to Romina Verenim now. I wonder if we can switch them out. Maybe not, so be careful if you're playing along with me that you choose the right ones.
You've made your selection. Now we travel to the statue of our Lord in the Fringe. There we will perform the ceremony. Make haste.
You make haste. I've got maxed out agility, so don't even tell me to make haste, because I'll make haste, trust me. Now let's make sure we don't go through the slow way, which this game is far too often at, far too good at, telling you to go through the wrong doors when you should be going through the shortcuts. Okay, and back to the Fringe. You'll notice we still can't travel to the actual Fringe itself. We have to keep traveling through the Gates of Madness, which, me being a stickler, am still going to travel through the Gates of Dementia, and hopefully I did when we were leaving. I don't remember. Okay, and Romina probably will be here already. I have arrived at the statue of Sheogorath. I should speak with Romina, who is not here. Oh, there she is. Never mind. Sorry I doubted you, Romina. You are far quicker than I would have ever imagined. I'll wait for you to get in position. There you are. Oh.
Shall we start the ceremony?
Let's do it. Okay, let's get started.
First, place the Gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation.
Seriously, I think they had one guy come up with all the terms for everything, including the cistern of substantiation.
Place the Gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation.
I heard you the first time. Yeah.
At the beginning of the worlds were five.
We're making a man stew.
Water, earth, air, and light. Darkness turned into day. The void took form. Hidden away by virtue of its own self-awareness was the sixth, containing within it the five which birthed it. Flesh! Meat with the desire to consume like fire. Place the dermis membrane into the cistern. Blood liquid nutrient. That ocean which casts pearls of life upon the shores of existence. Place the blood liqueur into the cistern of substantiation. Bone, branch, and stone of the body, giving shape and structure. Place the osseous marrow into the cistern. Breath, child of air, bestowing movement, the stirring of spirit. Place the essence of breath into the cistern of substantiation. And last, the light of flesh, the illumination of soul, perception, thought, memory, imagination. I summon thee, walker in flesh, flesh of true flesh, from those waters of oblivion which sire thy kind. Come to this altar, join with this body, quintessence of flesh joined with the essence of flesh, absolute immortal, immortal, bound to contingent. Stand clear of the cistern, over here by me. Honored Daedra, fear not thy abasement. Thou shalt be the holy in this temple. I bind thee, Astronaut, to this body, henceforth gatekeeper of the Shivering Isles. My child, it is time to fulfill your destiny. Stand guard in this land against all those who seek entry not bearing the mark of Sheogorath's favor. You shall know them by the coldness in their minds, a darkness of spirit. What's this? My child, they're coming! Destroy them! Show them your true power!
The Gatekeeper has been rebuilt. I should return to Sheogorath with news of my success, but not before we watch him slaughter a bunch of people.
Send him my tribute and my affections.
Now let's just wait a second. There should be a band of adventurers moving up. Although her mouth is still moving when it shouldn't, so... No. Wait.
I'm only talking to you out of loyalty to Sheogorath. Otherwise, I'd cut you open and pull all your insides out.
You don't mean that, Relmina. See, you
Run
like
along
me.
back
You
to Lord
smile.
Sheogorath.
Okay, here we go. Let's see how our new Gatekeeper fares. I don't think he can die. You know what? I actually don't know. I've never tried killing my own Gatekeeper, so I'm not sure if he could actually die or not. Okay, nice job. 3 more to go, Gatekeeper. Remember to slash. You've got the arm of slashing. Remember that. More slashing and less bashing. I would go for the knight first. He's probably got more damage. Oh, you're doing good, though. You're doing good. You're doing good, buddy. Come on, one more. Slash him. There you go. Excellent job. Oh, that's my boy. Oh, look at my little baby boy. You did it. All right. Okay, so if we activate him, we got the Helm of Power Gatekeeper gift. And let's go ahead and take these guys' hearts. And then we've got Fellis Sarandis, which... Nanette Dawn's key. Why does he have... Who is this? Fellis Sarandis must have been in the Fringe. Yeah. Yeah. With maybe Nanette Dawn in the same house. Like maybe her husband? Huh, interesting. Okay, so I forget exactly how this works, but upon clicking the Gatekeeper, we've been given a greater power, if I remember right. Helm of Power, Gatekeeper. Fortify strength, 20 points for 60 seconds on self. So this is a 20-point strength increase for a minute. And that's from the Helm. Now, if we activate him again, we got the Heart of Wound Sharing. And I think it replaces the Helm, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Heart of Wound Sharing. Reflect damage 20% for 30 seconds on self. So we reflect all, well, maybe not all damage, because if we gave him the Heart of Magic or whatever, I think it would have been spell reflection. So that's interesting. And if we activate him, I'm not clicking in a particular area, by the way. Arm of Fire Shielding. Fire Shield 20% for 30 seconds on self. That's awful. We're not sticking with it. So we can basically choose one, as you guys can see. Legs of Nimbleness. Fortify Agility 20 points for 60 seconds on self. Not sure how good that would be considering our agility is already maxed. But I think it does go over. So I think our agility would go to like 120 or whatever it's at. Arm of Slashing. And that should be the last one if I'm not mistaken. Fortify Blade 20 points for 60 seconds on self. Breast of Life. Okay, this one's new. Fortify Health 100 points for 60 seconds on self. And then it goes back to the Helm of Power. So we have a strength increase for 20 points for a minute. We have reflect physical damage for whatever. We have fire shielding. We have increase agility. We have increase or fortify blade. And I might be missing one. But which one do we want? That's the question. The fortify health sounds pretty good. What is our health at currently? 109. Wow, so that would increase our health by a third, basically. Otherwise, we've got a lot of damage increasing things. Strength and blade. Strength might be good. If we increase strength by 20 points, I mean, that's a lot. What do you guys think? I'm sure there's somebody in the comments section that knows what would actually be the best one. I think for now, we will take the Helm of Power, which we might already have. Which one do we have now? Fortify Strength, 20 points. So yeah, we'll take this for now, and we will also put that on, let's see, 6 I don't use. Let's put that on 6. Okay, we'll have to remember to use that as a buff. Yeah, what do you guys think is the best one there? I'm not exactly sure, because Strength has to be better than Blade, right? Because Strength governs Blade. So wouldn't, 20 points of Strength be far better than 20 points of Blade? I could be wrong. Not exactly sure. So let me know what you think is the best one to get. We can always go back. And obviously, if you think about it, well, of course, the buffs that you get, or the powers that you get, change with what you actually make the Gatekeeper with. So if you're a magic user, you can make him with a bunch of different, magic parts, and then you can get all sorts of different once-a-day powers. So keep that in mind. Oh, we almost went through the Mania side. No.
How may I?
Dementia all the way. Okay. I've done it.
A new Gatekeeper! Excellent! We might be onto something with you after all. That should keep out the stragglers. And to see you've learned how to summon flesh Atronachs. Relmina must like you, little Duke. But probably not in that way.
Oh.
Lord Sheogorath, I apologize for the intrusion, but you must help us. Order has attacked Brellock and routed us.
Well, what a turn of events this is. It's new, and I like new, even if it's bad. And this is bad, isn't it? This is a particularly exciting turn of events, is it not? A perfect job for you, my newest and only noble in the realm. If Order has entered my army's stronghold, things have taken a disturbing turn. It means Order has tried subterfuge, not its strong suit. Ha ha ha! Amazing! Perhaps things aren't going as poorly as I'd imagined. You'll want to get all the details from the messenger. Unless you already have. You haven't, have you?
No, I have not. Why hasn't Jiggalag attacked himself?
Well, aren't you precious? Do you really not know? Haven't you noodled it all through yet? Because he is me! Well, I'm him! We're a bit of each other, really. I won't be here when he arrives because I'll be him! Happens every time. The Grey March starts. Order appears, and I become Jiggalag and wipe out my whole realm.
Can we stop it?
Stop it? Oh no, can't do it. Believe me, I've tried. It never ends well. But you're still going to stop the Grey March. Stop Jiggalag. Me from destroying my realm.
When will it happen?
Soon. Too soon. I can already feel the change beginning. I feel like I'm not quite here. I'm not over there yet, but I'm not quite here. And I've been having moments of clarity that are quite unlike me. Like now.
What do we do now?
Now? Nothing has changed. You deal with this messenger. Make sure my army is secure. You'll need them. Your job is still to stop it. And to stop Jiggalag. Well, you've already forced Order's hand. No stopping now. Some things can't be stopped. Trust me. I've tried. Your cat's out of the bag on that one, isn't it? Who puts cats in bags anyway? Cats hate bags. Soon, I'll turn into Jiggalag. There's no stopping it. That doesn't excuse you from your duties, though. Get to it! Ta, come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and the revelation has been revealed. Yes, Sheogorath himself is the one who turns into Jiggalag. There's our trophy for the Gatekeeper quest. And the heart from what? Syl's heart. Ah, it makes sense. Yes, Sheogorath is the one that turns into Jiggalag. He himself turns into the very encompassment of Order, which is quite ironic if you think about it. And we have to stop it, and we will continue to stop it in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching this one, and I will see you guys there. Ta! Or I'll pluck out your... Oh, I ruined it.